Who wants me to moderate? Hello, anyone that might be tuning in. This is LuigiXRules. We're playing Celeste. Last time we beat, by far, the hardest level so far. Chapter 8, the core B-side. That level was so difficult. Oh my god. Took us over 500 deaths before we finally got it. And now we have unlocked even more difficult levels. Well, in theory, even more difficult levels. Look at all those stamps we got. We got a stamp for completing all B-sides, for all crystal hearts. As you can see, we don't have all the C-sides, but those don't count for the stamp. We've climbed the mountain, we've gotten all strawberries, completed all B-sides. So now, it's time we continue. We've got some more C-sides to go through. This one is one I'm really scared of because for some reason, I think this was like one of the first B-sides we did. It took me 400 deaths to beat Celestial Resorts B-side, despite only taking 20 minutes. I died 400 times, so that scares me for how difficult the C-side will be. But let's just hop into it. Oh dear. Okay, good start. Alright, I think I see what we need to do. This is about exactly what I figured it would be. Right. Just gotta figure out the timing here. Boom, 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 boom. It's like... And then we gotta, like, be in between. Ay, ay, ay. Luckily, this seems like it might be it for the first room. Because the camera doesn't seem to be scrolling upwards at all. Oh. Oh, that's totally what you gotta do. Ah. We just gotta do it good enough. Oh god. Ah, that was so close. Waited a little too long. Ah, dang. Ooh. This is exactly what I expected from this. Just difficult dodging of these guys, and I suspect that's what the whole level will be. Ah, you just gotta hope that she decides to dash it up and to the right every single time. Ah, so close. So far, this seems more doable than, like, the core B-side, though. The core B-side had a lot of similar elements, though. I wonder how long we can stay on that platform over there. See, here we go again with the... Alright, that, yeah, too long. Alright, so we gotta... We gotta go, like, right after the... Like, right there. Ooh. Okay, I lost the timing all of a sudden. There. Okay, first room done. This can't be it for the second room, surely, right? No, there's gotta be more that we can't see yet. Oh, interesting. Did you see how if we hold down on this platform, then it goes down faster? Wow, we actually hung on to it while not getting hit by that guy. That was impressive. This looks like it might be it for this room. Ooh. We did, like, the special variant of the jump, then that probably would have worked. Okay, that's... In fact, I think that's what we have to do here. And we're just figuring this out. This part's almost like a puzzle. Yeah, that felt like bad timing. There we go, see? That's what I was trying to do. There. Boom. See? Not bad. And if the other seasides are anything to go by... This is long, but yep, that's it. Seasides really aren't that long so far. It's only like 3 rooms, but the third room is usually really long. Alright, so we want to dash onto there, then like climb over, dash, climb over. So we do like the same thing 3 times, then ooh, that's a tight gap that we need to squeeze through, then we go up, then right, then fall a bit, then right, then up and to the right, then these guys that I struggle timing. What on earth? Huh. Do we have enough, like, speed to get up there and then land on that, get launched, and then... Huh. The problem is we have to get there first. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. We gotta jump off of him. Okay, now we... Alright. Ah, I was trying to, like, jump off of him. Oh, God. I meant to dash straight up there. Oh. Alright, we just gotta figure this part out. I was gonna jump on him there. Just preparing for that. There. Ooh, the jump killed me. Ah. Almost. Oh boy, I'm not timing this very well, is the problem. What am I doing? Oh, okay. Not like that. Okay, now I'm jumping too early. This is weird. Hmm. This is confusing me here. It's like you gotta go then, but yeah, now he's gonna kill us. Name of the game here seems to be don't hesitate. Like, eh, eh, eh. If I'm up here, get that back. Nah, it's over. Whew. I was impressed I was able to last that long. I like the whole like do that dash above him. Then we gotta like jump off of him or get the crystal back. Oh, okay. Hold to the right so that you can cling onto the wall. We gotta jump higher there. Crap, yeah, I didn't like that position. Oh, God. He's confusing me. Can't just, like, make it up as we go, though. We have to find a consistent strategy. Crap. Yeah. Once we find a consistent strategy, we'll be able to do this no problem. Ah. I don't know, that messes up the timing of everything. Yeah. Wait. That was working. Hang on. All of a sudden we found something that works way better. Yeah, wall jumping off of the left wall here. Oof, not far enough. No, wall jump off the left wall again. That seems to be working. Nah. Wasn't going with the flow. Alright, buddy. There we go. Oh! Alright. Dang, that's pretty close to the end, too, isn't it? Let's see here. Yeah, they're definitely a lot longer, but you know, they're not too much longer. Looks like we have to do, like, 2 jumps off of his head in a row, though. Which is scary. Ooh. Can't believe we made that. Ah, you're gonna run into that guy. See, look at that. Now that we got something going, it's not too bad. Okay, unless you do that. Ah, that was really bad timing. Ah, that was too slow. I think I'm, like, sliding off of the wall too much. Crap. Okay. Look, they give you time to breathe in this one, unlike the other two. Yeah, felt that one was wrong. Hey. Oh, okay. Okay, that timing, I don't think could have been any worse. I don't know what it is about those circular guys that bother me so much. Yeah. Okay. That part right there seems like it's going to be a real doozy for the rest of this. There, you can't go too low. I don't think we can just, jump for it. These gaps that we have to dash through are pretty small, so that's why I'm struggling currently. Okay. It's almost like just more worth it to let it go right then. Yeah, that wasn't going well. Okay, good. Good. I guess straight to the right would have been what we would have needed to do there. So it's like we go like that. No! Okay, so that's not gonna work because he's gonna be in the way. I don't even know what I was thinking there. I actually tried to go down into the right, but that's obviously not gonna work. Like, see, why am I doing down? Why do I suddenly think down to the right is a good idea? Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing there. Don't go down into the right. It's not a good idea. How'd that almost work? How'd that almost work? That was so scuffed. Problem with, like, taking it slow there is that you lose your flow. Alright. There we go. See, I think it wants us to, like, jump off of him there. That's the furthest we've made it, though. Now it's gonna be the problem of timing his cycle. Oof, thank goodness he was there. No. Nope. Hey, Karumi. We're going through some really difficult levels now. We unlocked these seasides, which are even tougher variants of each level. Alright, so here we have to, like, jump off of him in the middle of it. Here, I'm gonna show you what we have to do here. So we have to, like, go through here, then dash through those, then I think we have to jump off of him onto that. This will probably launch us so that we can dash into that. And then I think we have to jump off of him again so that we have enough height to get the crystal heart. I don't think that's good timing. Okay, it's okay timing. Alright. Gotta... Yeah, but I see, I gotta do it, like, while running that way. Now, what are you saying? Yeah, they call it C-side because B-side... I don't know. It's a reference to, like... It's funny because, like, the B-side is a reference to the mixtapes having a B-side. There. Duck under... There we go. See, look at that. Just one more bounce off of his head. The music's pretty good. Alright. What the heck? I wasn't getting the launch there. Yeah, that wasn't what I was supposed to do there. No wonder it didn't work out. So far, all of these have felt doable. Man, you should have seen the... Whoops. Last level we did. Last time. Or before the seasides. The core B was so difficult. Alright. Ooh. Alright. Not getting a launch there. I thought I got a launch the first time. That was too late. Huh. I think I went too fast there. So he was directly in my way. Wasn't exactly what I was meant to do there. Whew. Okay, I see what I have to do. I get it now. We don't need to do the jump. We need to, like, bounce off of his head into the crystal. I think. I'm actually still not 100% sure what we do there, honestly. Ah, I thought I could duck under, but I couldn't. Why? Aye. Then there's sometimes, since I'm using a control stick, which I bet you're not supposed to use a control stick to play this game, but sometimes diagonals can be rough. Most of the time it's signaling a diagonal when I didn't press it, though. Okay, now I can't do this anymore. What's going on here? I dash up there real quick. I think I can avoid him. Okay, see, like there. That was an example of a diagonal press that I swear I didn't go diagonal. Although that time was a little different, because I think I did actually feel it that time. Okay, that time, yeah, I mean, I didn't press diagonal enough, but... It's just weird. These seasides have generally been... They don't seem that difficult. There. See, I think you need to, like, jump into the crystal, dash, land on him, and then dash again. Too early. I was too early, too, but I couldn't recover. Oh, boy. Oh, that timing wouldn't work out. See, like, you gotta... I think we need to wait for the next cycle there. But it looks to me like we only have one shot at it once we get there. Too early. Alright. Way too early on that. Oof. I really don't feel comfortable going on the first cycle. We could possibly go there. Ah, man. We're getting back there. Better, though. Like, I got this first part pretty much figured out. sometimes if you go too early, it's the most punishing because then you die and you have to go back here. This seaside gives you more chances to rest compared to the other seasides I've done. I didn't hit the crystal. Okay, yeah, that was going too fast. Oh, yeah. I could sense that he wasn't high enough for me to duck under him. Okay. Yeah. See, if I just, like, do the wrong thing there, it's hard to recover. But unlike with the other ones, you can recover. The hell was that? Right now, this is gonna be all off. Ooh. I missed the crystal. Oh my god. Yeah, I could tell. And then that's the problem. It's like you do it too long, then you start choking. I gotta go lower there. If I want to do it that first cycle, which I still don't know if I do. Ah, just a little too early. I thought that was gonna be good, which is why I didn't hold back. That last part where you have to jump off of him again, that I'm really struggling with. I really like that, going up there. Oh, I didn't think I was gonna jump off of him. Oh, I didn't there. Alright. Now I'm ready. Ah, too early. Yee! Yeah. Gotta go back to wall sliding there. That was not gonna be good. Gotta go later than I want to. There. That's what you gotta do. That's what they wanted you to do. Whew, we did it. Unlike with the A and B sides, these crystal hearts do not have names. You just get them. Ugh. 159 deaths. Let's see the stats on that. See how long did that take? Took 30 minutes. Easily the longest of any seaside yet. The old site one was crazy, man. It was really easy for a seaside. Oh boy, that bodes well for the rest of them we'll be doing this stream. Alright, this B-side. Let's check how we did on the B-side for this next one. Golden Ridge, 162 deaths. And it took me 32 minutes. I don't know why it took me so long to do the chapter 3 B-side. Let's just see. There was like one or two really difficult rooms with this level. Oh. Okay, we got new mechanics here. So oftentimes the first room would be just teaching you of a new mechanic. At least this song is really good. Alright, what are we doing here? Hi, this one was so difficult. Let's see here. The Crystal Heart, yeah, it's not in this room. Okay, it's not a long room. It's really only the last room that's like really, really long. So we gotta like do like the hop over. And then like another hop over. Then another hop over. Then we get our crystal to restore our stamina. Then do another hop over. Oh man, I'm thinking we don't need to do those hop overs actually. Okay. Yeah. See what I'm trying to do here? Yeah. Ugh. The unfortunate part about this song is that it has a very obvious loop point, so it's really obvious when you have spent a long time on this level. I haven't quite figured out what to do here yet. And I keep on not holding left long enough. Okay. Yeah, and then you want to dash up. Probably up and to the right. Yeah, see? Something like that. Nah, up and to the right is gonna be better there. Alright. Okay, good. Got through it. Now I think, all the other seasides have only had 3 rooms. So in theory, this should be the last one. Wow, this is long. Oh, God. There's gonna be wind, isn't there? That was, like, one of the main gimmicks of this level was wind. So I think there's gonna be wind blowing us back and forth here. Like, this is gonna be, like, wind blowing us forward, and we have to be careful about where we land. This is a long one. This one feels like the longest so far. Longest single room so far. Let's analyze what we do first. So we bounce off of that. Then we, like, dash. Then we, like, quickly bounce off. Then bounce off. We have to, like, go down to the right, dash up to the left, dash up probably, go to the right, and then dash up and to the right, then I would probably want to just jump up, and then take that ball. Okay, let's just see how the wind goes, because that's going to affect... Yeah, that's what I thought. It's going to be a really bad wind. Wow. There. Almost worked. If you jump off of the cloud too early, you won't get the super jump, and I think that's what they want us to do there. Ah, if I would have held left there, that would have worked. This is a really strong wind, though. This feels like there's going to be more variance in it than the last one. Nope. I'd like it if she stopped going up and to the left there. See, that's the problem with it, though, because at the same time, like, up takes us too far. Hmm. This feels like there's more variance here. Yeah, and up and to the right goes too far. You could always try doing something like that. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Cool. How far into this is that? That's pretty far, isn't it? Once we get over here... Yeah, that's decently far. We still have, like, very tight platforms. Yeah, starting up there is a... we can't jump against the wind. Okay. Right. Oh boy, it's gonna be tough for me to hold up right there because I want to dash upwards right afterwards. Oh, come on. We can't start doing that now. Ah, yeah. See, you want to go up and to the left. Right, sorry. I keep on saying the wrong direction. The point is always just diagonal. Eh, that's the furthest we've made it so far. Ah, that wasn't good. But yeah, see, hear that? That means the music looped when it gets to this part. Eh, I feel like staying on that is a good idea. Wow, didn't even need the dash. No, we want to go up and to the right there. We almost made it to the crumbling platform section, which is the last part. Eh. Wow. Whew, that didn't take too long. Yeah, that's the interesting part about seasides is that they're not really that bad. There's like a single room that's like really difficult, but since it's like only really the one room, the ones before it aren't really that bad. Seasides aren't too bad. And it's of course I also played Chapter 8 B-side. That's been way harder so far. Ba-da-da. Let's see, how long did that take? Took less than 10 minutes. Wow. That's incredible. Right after 2 fortress. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that one's annoying, yeah. I can see the resemblance too. Now we're getting to ones that I can imagine could be really hard here. Mirror Temple had some interesting mechanics. Okay, I think what they want us... Okay. What they want from us is that. Okay. Just the same thing 3 times in a row? Oh. That's what I mean, though. It's like these first rooms typically aren't too bad. I say that now, but... thing you gotta remember is that you can go a lot later than you think you can on your dash. Yeah, we want to still wall jump off of that. There's the tricky part. At least the music's really good. Ah, man. Yeah, I can see how. Be a lot more particular with your movements, I feel. Okay, like, don't dash directly into the spikes. This feels like the most precise we've had to be on the control stick side. And then she sometimes does that. There we go. That's easily the hardest first room we've had so far, so... Alright. Hang on, what are we gonna do here? Oh. But then sometimes they just throw in a second room like that, and it's like, what the hell's the point? Because this is probably gonna be the Crystal Heart right here. So, like, what the hell is the point of that second room? Okay, this, on the other hand... Okay, so we have to, like, dash at the right time so we get the super wall jump, then... Actually... What is this? It's like... 2 different ways to do it? What on earth are they... I don't know what I'm looking at here, I'm gonna be honest. Huh. Do that. Oh god, and then you have to, yeah, wall jump off of that. And then wall jump off of that, then do a super bounce there, then go up, then do a super bounce, but then go to the right, dash, wall jump, and then dash up to the right, dash up to the right, and then you're basically done after that. Okay, this looks like it'll be a difficult one, so... Yeah, here's the problem, is that we have this. Okay, I somehow did the first two. Oh god, sorry. My mic was getting mad at me there. Then it's like... Question is, why even bother when you can also do that? Wait a second. It's like the first one is just like to practice your timing almost. Huh. And of course, got to have good timing there as well. Okay. Hey, I thought that was pretty good. And that was not. Ah, man. That one, like, that's the problem with doing it this way, right? Is that you have to go straight from a... So you have to go straight from a upright, an up left to a down right. Okay. That's getting pretty close, right? Once you get to there. Yeah, that's an annoying jump. Then you have to wait a while, then go up. And then you're like... Yeah, we're getting pretty close. Of course, that was only 1/10 that made it that far, so that could have been just blind luck. First thing looks like an eel. Wonder what you're referring to. That second half was so much easier. Wow, see, the seasides really aren't that bad. We did struggle a lot on the first room, though. Didn't even have time. I thought I was gonna have time to see what you were talking about, Karumi, but I guess not. Let's take a look at that. That took us... Wait, I'm confused. Oh, interesting. I think they only start tracking how many deaths you had after you exit the first room, because if you look here, it says we had 56 deaths total in the seaside, but here it says that our best record for fewest deaths is only 27. Which means you only... Let's see, what was our clear time? That was the fastest we've ever cleared a seaside, despite how difficult that first room was. Oh my god. That's so fast. Alright. Let's see what Reflection has for us. This one has potential to be really hard, because this is where they introduced the golden feather. Right? Oh boy. Oh yeah. Really precise gaps. Alright, well, first room, not too bad. There was a room in the B-side that was a dropper section. It was so hard. It was so hard. So this is gonna be, what, an even longer dropper section? Man, I wish we could have a magnifying glass for this one. I was not aware of what I was doing. This is why goggles could really help. Man. And then it's like, oh no, we can wall jump, okay. Then you wall jump. Okay. Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. Golden feather. Aiming, being precise with it. Alright, well that was just... Oh boy. I think this is going to be the hardest one so far if this is only the second room. Surprised they don't give you the goggles for this one, honestly. It's the kind of room that I would love to have the goggles for. Oh, because that's it. Alright, cool. Oh. That wasn't the only dropper room, though. They give us a second pair of goggles. I think there's going to be a checkpoint here if they're giving us a second pair of goggles. I don't know. I think they would make this a second room if they were going to do that. Okay, so... Let's see. Oh, we're going to have to, like, lure this guy all the way down, I think. Alright, I'll show you what happens if we hit this guy. Or not. See, if you dash into him from a side, then... So... We're trying to figure out what we want to do here. So I feel like we need to bring this guy with us. It's like our first step here. Let's figure out how to do this part. Actually, hang on a second. We're safe here. Watch. I think this is what it wants us to do. Then, like, cling onto that wall. There's no golden feather in this section, though. Dang, we hit him and the spikes at the same time. Nope, too early. Can't go on him instantly like that. Oh dear. And then you gotta go like that. I think I see. I'm just gonna do this first part for a while, then look at the goggles again. Ah, too high. Bumped him doing too high. Didn't jump on him fast enough. See, and then you gotta go like that. Oh, okay, and then dash, dash, okay. Uh-oh. Okay, there. Alright, now they give us a second pair of goggles. So we need to, like, dash into that guy from the right side, and then you from the right side, and then you, then you, then you. And dash, and then wall jump, and then you into the... Huh. And I don't think there's gonna be a checkpoint here. I don't think this first part was... Oh my god, they're so generous. Oh my god. That is... I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect a checkpoint there. That is so nice of them. Hey. I suppose this section isn't easy. That's... Wow. Yeah, this section's hard. I'll admit that. I feel like you're supposed to wait a little. Yeah, I get bounced down. Nope, not like that. Oh dear. And then the amount you get boosted by these guys can be finicky sometimes. At least we're not really waiting on cycles. I mean, they do move around a little, but... Just gotta do something consistent here. Without cycles, it's all about doing the same thing. Okay, yeah, I gotta remember to go back and wall jump off of that tiny wall. Seriously, they did... I'm glad they put a checkpoint there. I feel like they didn't need to, especially since it's technically the same room. I think they wanted to, like, keep true to the whole... each area has 3 rooms, even though this is technically the same room. So, even though this is really more of a 4th room... Whoa. Did not want to go that way. Ah, that could have been so cool. Oh, I just realized I've been doing that. I've been thinking about that all wrong. They want you to do one of those super jumps. Like, they want you to go down and do one of those super wall jumps. What are we doing after the super wall jump, though? Oh, that's the end, basically. Dun, dun. Ah. Ah, man. Gotta go up there, I think. It's gonna be more consistent. That was super awkward. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Now, please stop going up and to the right. All of a sudden, what I was doing isn't working anymore. It's almost like I had a good strategy earlier, and I'm trying to pivot. It's not working out for me. Yeah. And the fact that I have to go, like... Hang on. Actually... Yeah, we could do like a... bounce up on that guy. See, that's the problem with going up and to the left, though, is that you're likely to hit the lower left side of him. That one's tricky because you can't hold right too much. I feel like I should be able to do this, yeah. Ow. Problem is that I know that I have to hold right afterwards, and so I'm already holding too much to the right by the time I get there. And also has a relatively obvious looping point, I think. Don't know why I didn't get as much of a bounce there, but... Hmm. Jeez. I really do feel like... Up is gonna be easier for that guy. There we go. We did it. That one, yeah, that one was a tricky one. The rooms beforehand were pretty difficult, actually. Ah, she's made up with her inner self. Huh, stats show that it wasn't actually the trickiest because we died way more on Celestial Resort. And we spent half the time on it. It's crazy, man. The seasides are just like a couple difficult rooms, but they're really not that bad to get through. Of course, we still have the two hardest seasides to go. We have the seaside for the summit and the core. So let's go into the seaside. Yep, they're starting us off. Here, alright. They're giving us binoculars already. So we go that. Then up there. Oh, God. They want us to do a whole bunch of the dash jumps, dash jump, dash jump, dash jump, dash, dash. And then we're through with the section. Alright, but what do they want us to do here first? Yeah, I think they want us to go dash, jump, jump, crystal, dash, jump, dash into the crystal, dash, jump, crystal, dash, jump, crystal, dash, dash. This is gonna be tough. They want us to do a lot of those. Dang, that was... I actually could have had another attempt. To be fair, the first rooms usually aren't the hardest things in the world. So I shouldn't pat myself on the back too much. Was it too much? There we go. I grabbed onto the spikes. I feel like I'm stuck. There we go. First room done. Alright, no binoculars for this one. Oh boy, now we got the heavy wind. Oh, that's cool. Was I missing something? Maybe I didn't hit the thing that I thought I hit. Walk off the edge. Okay, so we want to go... Yeah, I don't think I hit that. Okay. My instinct is to hold right immediately, when that's in fact not what you do here. Ah. Oh, I died. Hmm. Like, you gotta figure out the right timing for that. You feel like you want to, like, fall to the left and then go up and to the left. Like that. Hmm. There we go. Alright, second room done. No more wind. Let's see. Is this the last room like every other time? We have cloud. We have... Oh, God. Oh, God, it just keeps going. Oh, it just keeps going. According to that, that's not even it. Oh, this room just keeps going. Oh, God. This part already looks difficult. This first part is already so difficult, man. Oh yeah, of course it's the seaside for the final level, so of course it's hard. It's the hardest variation of the hardest of the... Dang. Ugh, it's the hardest variation of the supposedly final level of the game. So we made it to here last time. Oh, this is one of those speedrun strat things here that they leave here. If you're bold enough, you can go down there. This part looks crazy, where you're navigating the spikes. Man, you gotta get, like, all the height you can from that spring. I feel like that's gonna happen a lot. See? Like, gotta hit the very top part of the spring. Jeez. That was some serious beginner's luck. The first roll. Crazy to me is that this isn't even the final room. Even though every other seaside has had 3 rooms. Alright, that's the furthest we've ever made it. Tied, of course, but... tricky part is having to do it all in one run. Now I'm not doing that right anymore. Oh. That's, yeah, too far to the left. Oh, man. How about I actually press the jump button there, huh? Can't even tell what the hardest part of this is yet. You can tell what isn't. That's gonna happen a lot, isn't it? She's just gonna decide to go up and to the right. See, that time I went up and to the right intentionally. Wish there was like a practice mode. So I could like see what I'm supposed to do there. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. Ah, new record! Let's go. Let's see how far that was. No. We made it to here. And so we still have to bounce off the cloud, go like that. Like that. That's about halfway, I would say. I... Wasn't even a very good jump, and now I'm holding up and to the right there for some reason. I can't believe I missed both times. Too early. This is one of the hardest levels in a difficult game. Of course it's going to be hard. This feels the most impossible for me out of anything I've done in this game yet, I will say. Oh my god. Oh, you cannot hold back there, because you need the momentum. Oh boy, I think I'm gonna have to turn down the temperature here. I'm getting all sweaty. Now I'm choking on these easy parts. Alright, I think it might be a time for a small water and yeah, okay. I'm gonna take a small water break and turn down the temperature a little. Oh, no. Stretch some. Alright, we're over halfway through this room. In fact, we're probably close to 3/4. We still haven't hit the... A lot of good that break did me, huh? Nope, it's the... I'm not in the zone anymore, I guess. Oh. I think that's what I needed to do that whole time. I didn't need to do a jump off of it. I just needed to, like, do a light jump and then use both of my dashes. Okay. Then we did that properly. And then we have to, like, use the cloud to, like... I don't think I'm gonna go for the speedrun strats that they want you to go for here. This part looks crazy. I don't even want to think about that. Ooh, too early. Once I start dying there, it's like, that part's really easy. That's the first time I've died there. I knew I was going to eventually. See? Okay. We finally made it to the final stretch. That's the final stretch, is the crystal section. We didn't want to hold back there. I was scared, but we didn't actually have enough momentum, so we didn't want to hold back. Once we get to that crystal, we need to do a dash to the right, then a dash up, and then a dash up, and then a dash to the right, then fall to the left, and then a dash right, dash up right. Fall a little, dash right, dash up right, fall a little, dash up right, dash up left, dash up right, and then dash right, and then we're here. Just gotta get back there first. Yep, see? Boom. That's how I knew I'd be struggling, is because I never die there. Now it's too low. Too early. I forgot that we needed to dash again. Ooh. Might need to go over the game plan there again. That took so long for me to get back. Alright, because, yeah, the reason we died there is because I forgot the game plan. Because we need to go dash to the right again, then fall, then right, then upright, then right, then upright, then upright, then up left. I will say, this is feeling a little more doable now. Unless I keep dashing up and to the right when I don't mean to. Probably fine, too. Yeah. Don't want to be surprised like that. Oof. I almost wonder if, just for consistency's sake, I should be doing up and to the left instead of just straight up. What is wrong with me all of a sudden? My brain's just completely forgotten how to do that part. Yeah, I could feel it. I was too high. Making incremental progress there, though. Not here, though. That's too low. That is just barely good. I wonder which of these sections I've died the most on is. I feel like it's gotta be one of these early sections. Like either this, here, or here. I don't think I've died enough there for that to be in contention. I wouldn't be surprised if it was here. Like, that's kind of my current guess. I forgot what to do. Come on. Can't go forgetting like that. That hasn't happened in a long time. That one was my finger slipping. As much as I would like to say don't dash up and to the right when I... That was a new one, actually. As much as I wanted to say don't dash up and to the right, or... As much as I wanted to blame Madeline there, that one was my finger slipping and I was too far to the right there. That is why I tend to hold back there. And then I forgot that you don't hold back there. Because it looks so similar to the other section. My brain does a brain fart and thinks that I need to hold back there. It's too low. I held back again, even though my brain was literally saying, don't hold back here. Ooh, I don't know how to deal with that, because you need to dash there. Please, thumbs. Don't fail me, stop failing me, thumbs. That's never happened before. I don't like that we keep finding new ways to die. I think that was too low anyway. Now I'm not doing that early enough. That was too early. Oh. So let me take a breather after that. Man, I wish the music in this was a little better. There's so many good songs in this game, but this is not one of the better ones. I don't know if I wasn't holding far... I feel like I wasn't holding far enough to the left there. Or holding left long enough there. Alright, well, while I'm failing at this, let's remind ourselves again what we're doing at the end here. I'm surprised. I know I'm gonna jinx myself, but I'm surprised I haven't died here very often. I really feel like I'm going to die there more. Because it's like, this fall here is giving me some trouble. And then... dash. That last one's tricky, though, because instead of right up and to the right, it's up and to the right, up and to the left. I thought that was going to be too low. I thought multiple times that that was too low, and it was never too low. This is for sure the loop. Stop forgetting what you're doing. It's way too far to the right. I could feel that. What? I don't care, OneDrive. Why the hell did you... Oh, wow. That's why I held back there, I guess. That was way too early. I feel like that's the first time we've died to the left side of that. It's funny because the majority of our deaths have been to this early section. And now that's happening so much now. Yeah, you thought the other level would have made you rage a bit. I forgot what sequence of inputs to do there. Oh. The one time I don't hold back into the left, I die. Huh, it's almost like there's a reason I do that. That's infuriating me. That's probably the thing that's infuriating me the most right now, is when that happens. What'd I say? I told you I would jinx myself there. I gave up because I thought I was dead. So hard to make progress when this early section is so hard. I don't know how to prevent myself from being too far to the right there. Feels like I just gotta go for it when I'm there. Ooh. Yeah, no kidding. The diagonals, when I'm not trying to diagonal, have got to stop. There, I do want a diagonal, though. Then I hold back there when you don't hold back there. And now you're diagonaling again. I don't know what it is. Man, I could not do this when I was younger, man. I used to have such bad anger issues. No, oh, you can't do the diagonal ones. You don't get enough height off of them. How much time have we spent on this? Well, we've only been going for 2 hours total. I would predict roughly an hour of that has been on this level, but maybe that's a little extreme. Have we crossed 500 deaths yet? I don't even know. Seems like the kind of game that most people would have a death count for. I think I just have to hold left earlier there. I held back, but I managed to go a little further. If I hadn't held back there, that could have been something special. What am I doing wrong now? I can't get that anymore. I did it once, but now I can't do it anymore. I think it's the, like, second dash of the section is incorrect. Because I think I'm waiting too long to do the second dash. The worst part is still, there's that looming thought in my head that this isn't even the final room. It's best not to think about that. There's a first for everything. That is not a first. I almost did that wrong. There. That still wasn't enough. Doing it earlier, I think, is going to help with both the too high and the too far to the right problems. Why is that happening now? I don't want more places to die on the way. Okay. That, I think, ties our record. The problem there is that I'm not reacting fast enough. I'm like, oh crap, I got the crystal. I didn't react fast enough. That was the problem there. Stop panicking. That's like an old habit of mine. Whenever you're falling and you need to stand completely still to like press left and right to adjust yourself when you're perfectly fine. I almost held B to get a super jump off of that. That was so close. Why are you holding back all of a sudden? Have to have been at this for over an hour by now. Apparently the thought of that has made my playing significantly worse. That's not even a hard part. That is a hard part. My brain is... Ugh, God. I don't want to take a prolonged break, because then I have to do the first 2 rooms again. Yeah, I'm like, that's too far to the right. That was devastating right there. Usually when we make it there, we make it to the crystal part. It's 3 o'clock. Okay. God. I had no clue what was happening there. That better not start happening over and over again. Because all of a sudden... Okay, yeah, get it out of the way here, please. That's too low. Now it's happening all over the place. I was too far to the left anyway. Saved it. Too early! Oh, I should have taken a break after that death. There. Alright, let's take a little bit of a breather. Not a break, just a breather. Running out of water. Might have to get some more. You know, they say doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results is the definition of insanity. One would argue that I'm technically not doing the same thing, as I'm doing a slightly different sequence of inputs every time. My brain's lost it. It can't do that part anymore. I'm starting to get really heated. Oh yeah, I'm like, that doesn't feel right. New record! Oh my god, we got a new record! Oh my god! Just give me some... Oh. Yeah, no kidding, that was... very almost... I don't know if you didn't pick me up. That was... very, very almost. Okay. I've collected myself. Let's go again. That's too far to the right. Getting there within a handful of attempts was pretty good, though. I couldn't tell if I... Well, I dashed too early on one of the dashes. I couldn't tell if it was the first or the second. Wow. That was too far, even with holding back a little. Like, oh, wow. Didn't even die during the dash there, impressively. Yeah, that didn't feel right. I don't know how to make it so that it's not too far to the right there. I don't know why I didn't go so high there. That was too far to the right anyway. Second time that's happened now. Which is a shame because I really think that's the last death I commented on was the like last choke point, and then there's like almost a bit of a breather, and then like almost like a bit of a breather in the sense that low odds to die for a bit, which feels good. Yeah, that didn't feel right. Eee, that doesn't feel good. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna like get rid of that attempt. That doesn't I didn't like when I bounced off of that spring. It didn't happen for like the first hour. Now it's happening all over the place. Nowhere in there did I press up. I did not press up at all during that part. Actually, no, I think I did go slightly up as I was transitioning to holding to the left. This is the worst part right here, is that they make you do this first. Oh, that was too far down. I almost wonder if I'm, like, dashing too early with one of them. Huh. I wonder what happened there. I was almost going to say making it through there 3 times in a row is crazy. And of course, it's gonna be another, like, 15 attempts before I get back. I almost pressed up and to the right there. That's why I was so slow on the draw. Yeah. Please, no, it's been like 15 minutes since you've done that. I don't know why that's... Actually, I do know why that's happening all of a sudden. When I'm transitioning to the left, I press up briefly. That happened twice in a row. These misinputs are driving me nuts. I'm gonna get up and stretch. Whoa, my earbud was so hot there. I think my laptop is really hot from streaming for so long. Even though it's only been 2.5 hours, but yeah, I'm back if anyone's still watching this. Too far to the right! How do I stop that? Actually, I think I know how. I need to dash up faster. I think that's what's causing it. Alright, I'm gonna try something here. I can't believe that worked! Oh, oh. Got a nice, beautiful cherry blossom. And then there's this old woman. It's hard to believe that it's over, isn't it? Funny how we get attached to the struggle. Oh, so you'll take care of yourself, okay? I don't like where it is. I thought I was gonna miss. I really thought I was gonna miss. I really thought that I was going to miss. I can't believe turning off the music actually worked. That's what I'm going to say it was. It was the music this whole time that was holding me back. It was stressing me out too much. Ugh. Still not the most deaths to complete a level, though. I want to see how long did that take? Look at that time on the total time on the summit. An hour 14. It's not too bad, actually. I thought it was, like, well over an hour 30. I don't... Look at... It was an hour longer than the previous seaside. Look at the time differential here. Most of them are well under 30 minutes. Even under 20 minutes. With Celestial Resort used to be a bit of an outlier. But now look at it. By 7 minutes, it's the longest we've ever taken on a single level. But we're not done yet. There's still one more seaside that we have yet to do. And you, because you weren't here last stream, oh hey, look at that. Requires every single crystal heart to have been obtained. You don't know the gimmick of this level. Oh my god. It's time we learn how to wave dash. They're teaching us how to wave dash. Gimmick of this level is that, hang on. I'm not doing good on this. Gimmick of this level is that, here, I'll show you real quick. You don't recharge your dashes by standing still anymore. You still do it from a screen transition. Oh, interesting. You can do it from a crouching state. There we go. These things were so freaking annoying. Alright, this room doesn't look too long. In the B side, though. Alright, what am I doing, though, is the thing. So, like, we jump there, then we... Okay, I think I see. It is... does look like the same bird, doesn't it? It's interesting. There we go. These things are so hard to control, man, but this room doesn't look like it's the longest thing in the world, so... See, that one's gonna be the hard part. I wonder if this is gonna be as short as the other seasides. Gotta get up there from higher. And not dash to the... up and to the right. I said not dash up and to the right. Whoa. Do you see how high it sent me? You gotta commit, man. Alright, what was after that? Then we go, like, up and to the right, up and to the right. Get that. Oof, that's tough. So rude, man. That was so close. Oh, God. And then for some reason, there's this, like, big, like, thing of smoke or something that, like, covers the screen sometimes. And that's not very fun. I didn't dash to the right. God dang. Too early. See, this room isn't as long as some of the others have been. Ah, yeah, that didn't feel quite right. I felt too hesitatory. Okay. I'm just honestly glad to be onto something else. I'm becoming less and less glad every death, though. Kind of. It's not exactly the final level. It was the final level at one point, I think, but then they added another one. What was that? Man, this smoke is really annoying. Come on, I want to see how hard the room after this is going to be, so I know if I have to end the stream early. After all, this is only the second screen, and so far they have all been 3 screens. Yeah, I don't think Brothership is getting any updates. It's so weird that that's not a thing. Because it was in the last, like, 3 new ones. Don't want to land on you there. There. Oh! We're done with that room. Alright, let's see here. We've got a mechanic from Chapter 1. Mechanics from Chapter 2. Mechanics from Chapter 4? Hang on, where's the ones from Chapter 3? Huh. Mechanics from Chapter 4, mechanic from Chapter 5, mechanic from Chapter 6. Precise dashes. Mechanics from Chapter 8. And then wave dashing right at the end. Alright. I wasn't fast enough. What? I'm jumping too early. Okay, I think diagonally there will work better. Whoa. That was weird. Wow, my momentum. I think this is like Geometry Dash. Hmm. Interesting. I just think it's a shame that they couldn't have a mechanic from... Oof. That would have held right there. That's not even close to the end. I know it is, but I just want to see how far it is. So yeah, we got past there, bang, bang, bang. Then we got just there. Then we have to like climb up there, dash, probably one dash, and then the second to move along with him. Then when we get there, we have to jump off of him. Then we have to do like some hop, hop. Oh, those are springs. Okay, spring, spring, spring. Then dash up, right, up, right. Probably up, and then right, up, then right, up, right. Or, sorry, up and then up and to the right. Then we have these stupid things, which I swear have such bad mechanics. And then you have to wave dash at the end. Oh yeah, that's right. Just a dash to get up there. Gotta be faster there, because we need to do a big jump there. What is going on there? Come on. Gotta do this first part consistently if we're going to get the rest of it consistently. Like what I did there. Oh, that was furthest we've made it yet. That is so finicky right here. Hate it when one of the first things is so finicky. Ooh, man, that gets tough right there. I think that's roughly the halfway point where we just were. And spring, spring, spring. Oh no, that's like definitely more than halfway. I ran out of stamina. Oh man. we waited a little longer there, that would have been awesome. Ah, it sucks waiting that long. Then I miss. There we go. Going too fast there is so rough. Wow, I went flying there. I can't figure out how to get a consistent bounce off of that guy. It's tough. Without your dashes. Why can I all of a sudden not do that properly? I did it fine a few times in a row, and now I just can't do it. Interesting. That's not happened before. What on? Hang on. What state was it in when I got there? We're getting pretty close to the end. Kind of close to the end when we get there. I think I missed that one up there. So you have to go like up and then right and then 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 up and to the right. Too fast. Don't question it, just go. I think I missed that. I hate that we have to rely on those things again, because, like, after all of this, we are, like, a really long ways into it, actually, because we have to scroll so far to get there. But, I mean, like, look at this. We have to somehow get a good bounce off of that, then, okay, we don't have to worry about bounces for a while. The thing is, that's, like, really close to the end, actually. Problem is that we have to do wave dashes afterwards, which is what that is. Whew. Not gonna lie, this looks easier than um the last level we did, though. Although if I can't figure out how to do that part consistently, then we're gonna have some issues. I feel like the thing about this one that makes me more confident is it's not like the last one where you could, like, die, like, every single bit of it was stupid hard. This one, it's like a couple of instances. Uh-oh. Like, see, even that dash section isn't all that difficult compared to the dash section in the last level. The thing I don't like about that part is that there's too much variance in there. What you have to do really, really hardly depends on where the lava is at that point. Once again, that's an area that I really expect to die on more than I actually do. Maybe my problem is that I'm going for up and to the right, or for right. Maybe I need to be going for up and to the right. No, that was up and to the right. That wasn't good. I think when I go that far, I'm too much to the right, though. If it's more than 8 directions that that guy can send you, then... Wait. Whoa, did you see that? We hit the crystal that time. Oh, I ran out of stamina! How'd I do that? That was the furthest we've made it. That was almost at the wave dash section. See, I just feel like this is way easier than the last one. That works. Like being the slow, but... No. That platform's gonna be a nightmare. I feel like that's the new, like, hardest part. So I feel like we're figuring out how to do that part. Oh boy. Ah, that was so close to the crystal. That wasn't even close to anything that would have worked. Whoa. Just barely missed the crystal. This is a more fun kind of difficult, I feel, compared to the last one. It's really only a couple of sections that are truly... I ran out of stamina again. I think that would be one of our next goals, is figure out how to do that part. without, or like, yeah, figure out how to not lose stamina, run out of stamina consistently. No, that was too low anyway. Wonder if I can, like, climb a little higher to make that a little more consistent. Almost had a brain fart there. Better not start doing that. It's been going really well with you not doing that lately. I think that's mostly, though, because we haven't been dashing too much. Ah. It was getting so close. Wow. That was sad. I mean, I just stubbed my toe on a spike. That's how I lose there. Got to here. I really feel like we could skip that first one. Just jump there. Probably jump around. Then jump up. And then get a good bounce off of that one. The ones down there are much easier to get good bounces off of. Then we have to quickly hurry over there. This guy's gonna remind us how to wave dash. Then we have to do it twice. And then probably... Okay. I ran out somehow. I think I can do this. I'm, once again, more confident about this one. There seem to be 3 choke points so far, as opposed to the last one where pretty much anything could be a choke point. I did that differently than I usually do. And then I died because of it. Like, it's like, go figure. Oh, that was horrible. This is the first choke point right here. As you can see, I still haven't figured out how to do it consistently. It's still pretty random whether I actually get through that or not. Oh, that's... Yeah, I'm like, that's too low. That one's unfortunate because occasionally it can happen. I figured that out. That was a choke point for a bit, but I finally figured out what to do there. There we go. This part used to be a choke point, but I figured out how to do that relatively consistently. Second choke point is here. Sometimes I run out of stamina. And sometimes I stub my toe on the spikes. I'm going to count that as the same section, though. Because the spike, stubby, toey doesn't happen as often. Doesn't happen often enough for me to consider it a separate thing. This section could be a little scary. Yeah, okay. I can still die there if I do this part. The boosty guy part suboptimally. Gotta remember that if I go, like, to the left from that guy, I can still try again on the right one. On the one to the left to go to the right. I forgot what I was supposed to do. That is not something you want to do. And now I've forgotten the timing. Wow, okay, apparently that's a choke point now. Slow enough to where it won't be a problem. Or high enough, I guess. The problem now is that I've keep dying on these earlier sections, so I keep forgetting what to do for the later sections. Like, that's what happened the first time I got to that section. Shouldn't be what happened that time I got to this section. Idon's hair was in the lava there. Yeah. That area, either I run out of stamina or go too fast. Those are the two difficult things that can happen here. Here, there's a small chance that bad things can happen. Eh. Hate that I have to deal with those things again. Oh my god, they are... Luckily, I don't have to deal with that many of them, but... God, they're so... annoying. Oh. I was so scuffed. See, I have to deal with those things, and they're just so inconsistent. Which is not what you want from a section that's that late into it. It's like these guys are inconsistent. So sad that there's not a mechanic from Chapter 3 in there. Of course, once you start introducing dashes to the equation, there's always the chance that they'll decide to dash the wrong way. There. That's the good news about that part. Stub my toe, though. Stubbing the toe is very, very annoying, I must say. I think I run out of stamina because I climb around too much on that guy. I don't know why it did that. Focus. That was weird. Didn't think that was gonna make it. See, when you introduce dashes to the equation, there's the chance that Madeline will randomly decide to go diagonally. Which is what made the, Chapter 7 Seaside so difficult. Okay. Oh, I panicked. Oh, I panicked. And I pressed jump too early. I want to take a glimpse at, when exactly they want us to dash. Man, we have to really scroll through all of this. So that was like the end right there. We are really close. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, we can't use any dashes. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I could tell I was going too fast. And each attempt takes so long. That's the only reason we're gonna spend longer on this than the other one. Alright. Okay. I think I just straight up dashed up and to the right there. That wasn't even fair. I just straight up dashed up and to the right. That was horrible. Well, that was the first time we made it to the wave dash section. There we go again with the diagonal. It's the only reason I'll ever lose that section, I swear, is if Madeline decides to dash diagonally. Okay. Not exactly sure what I did wrong on the second one. We're getting really close, though. We're, like, getting a new best every time we get that far. I feel like right now we have 3 choke points and 1 game decides that I'm not pressing the right inputs. That's choke point number 1. This one, I'm gonna count losses there as part of choke point number 1. But this is choke point number 2. Alright, this is game decides that, yeah, that's that's choke point number 3. Although it's also kind of game decides you lose. Because I don't know how to control those things. Anyway, choke point number 1. That's what we want to see. Because that makes this much easier. Choke point number 2. Game decides that you might lose sometimes. Choke point number 3. There's a first for everything. I really think that whole section should probably be considered choke point number 3. Yeah, see, like, that whole section could realistically be choke point number 3 because I've only gone there, like, you could probably count the number of times I've gotten to that one switch on one hand. Don't do that. I'm leaning over too much. Didn't want to be there without a dash anyway. That's horrible. Don't. Why are you going so fast there? You don't need to go that fast. Oh. I don't like where the lava is here. Yeah, there was no way. Lava was too low. Stop missing the crystal, please. Yeah, let's say stop. Stop after one time. Ah, you distracted me. This reminds you of, oh yeah, when they added rising lava and poison to Mario Maker. Yeah, I get that. Boom, see? That's why you don't give up there. But the problem is now you're really low, so this is going to be really difficult. Yeah. I can totally see that though. The rising and lowering lava from Mario Maker. They just didn't have it on the ceiling. Yeah, that was a horrible angle. Too low. I tried going lower, but that just made it too low. Because the last one was too high. That was crazy though, we made it there on back-to-back attempts. Went too fast again. Too low. Did it differently than I normally do. I don't even know what happened there. Crap. Joking now. I said I got there twice in a row, and then the game was like, oh yeah? Well, now you don't get to be there anymore. Part's so hard, and it's like after 30 straight seconds of platforming. Possibly even longer, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh crap. At least that should make this part easier. And then I throw it away. Horrible. Savable, though? No. No! The lava was too high going into that section. Crap, I didn't want to go that fast. Okay, there we go. Actually, I guess it was too low would have been the problem, huh? No, high was the problem. Don't do that! Like, I feel like I'm talking to, like, a cat or something. Crap. Yeah, that was way too high. Doesn't even matter. If I throw away my dash there, sure, because that was way too high. This looks too high, too. There we go. Give myself a little more time. Man, I wish I knew what was happening with the second one there. Like, I wish I knew what I was doing wrong. That's causing me to go so high there. Yeah, that's... We tied our record there. I hadn't even started to hold right there. Okay, I think after we bounce off of the Crystal Heart, we can dash immediately. That was, like, literally it, though. You thought the last one was close. Smoke in the background distracted me. You literally touched it. I don't like the way we do that. That's so risky. There it is! Thanks for playing. Complete all seasides. That was the final challenge for a while there. Wow, we did it. Wow, you did it. Variants are now accessible from the file select menu. I wonder what it means by variants. Yeah, no kidding on that, finally. Wow, less than 200 deaths, though, somehow. It's not the final challenge. The final challenge is farewell. I actually accidentally played this level a little. I was expecting to be gated off at some point, but then I wasn't, so I played 2 checkpoints of it. So we'll return on the 3rd checkpoint. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll take an extended break to get my brain in school mode. My spring break is almost over, so I need to do that. I'm curious what it means by variants. What does it mean by variant mode? Oh. We can increase the game speed. We can... Hiccups, what does this mean? Oh, oh god, no, I don't want to give her hiccups. Other self is probably... Oh no, we can just... Oh, we can play as battle and... Oh wait, no, we don't have the dashing tutorial yet. Then there's assist mode, but... There was this assist mode that we could have turned on this whole time. That's so cool. We've unlocked the ability to... Look at that, now it's going the other way. And we can be in... You can be invisible while moving if you want to be for some reason. What does it mean by low friction? Assuming it's like ice physics. Surprised I... Okay, here we go. I'm thinking it's like, lets us move faster. This was so cool. Yeah, you can play as part of you or battling or something like that. And there's cutscene. Oh, I know. I was just checking out variance mode now that we have the dash. I don't think that's true. I want to try some more things, like 360-degree dashing. As you can see, you can dash in more directions now. No grabbing, fairly self-explanatory. I'm trying to grab here, you can't grab. So what you'd do a lot is if you hold the control stick in no direction while wall jumping, that's called neutral hopping. There's super dashing. Oh yeah, look at that. Dashes take you farther. Not really sure what low friction does. I think it's that, yeah, you go like, you slide a little. Yeah, see, look at that. She goes a little further after you. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot you could just click save and quit. And that'll take you to the same place. We probably could have done that. Look at that, we have a 5th stamp on our thing now, too. We died less than 5,000 times throughout the entire thing. Spent 20 hours over the past 6 streams. Oh hey, cool, we can turn variant mode on, too. Let's take a look, see here, at what all we did. We got all of the crystal hearts. Except we haven't beaten Farewell. I'm not sure if I will, because I heard that that gets insanely difficult. We'll probably do it eventually. Or we'll probably try next stream. We'll at least give it an honest try. So far, we're at 104 deaths and 18 minutes. Let's see here. It took us 3 hours, 44 minutes, and 46 seconds to beat all the seasides. By far the least. Look at that, we actually spent 10 less minutes on the core seaside than the summit seaside. I actually spent longer on the More B-side than C-side. Honestly, the C-side was pretty fun relative to other things. It was the fun kind of difficult, whereas the Summit C-side was not really. Um, Fewest deaths. It's interesting how they separate Farewell from everything else. They expect you to die a lot in Farewell, I guess. But this also implies there's no B or C side for Farewell. Here's all our crystal hearts. I'm certain there's a secret with them because you can like rearrange them. I'm kind of curious actually. I'm gonna look at something real quick. Got some videos to watch now, that's cool. Watch one of those with dinner. But yeah, I wanted to go back, I think, to the previous stream of mine. Let me see here. I keep on forgetting to monetize these streams, god dang it. God, that's all my attempts at the core B side. No. I'm not seeing us return to level 2. That's what I was here for. So maybe it's not that video. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, here we go. We're looking for the crystal heart for the second level. And then at some point I find a poem. Trying to look for when that is. Here we go. An apparition not of this world, but because of it working out of frame. Here, I'm gonna pull this up here. See if I can find anything. Because you can rearrange these, though, there's gotta be a secret. Here, let me show. Because you can rearrange them. There's gotta be a reason. I mean, you can't really spell anything because there's only one vowel. So I think it's something a little else. See, an apparition not of this world, but because of it working out of frame, awake my heart is a fortress. In dreams I am vulnerable. Awake my heart is a fortress. In dreams I am vulnerable. That's 16 words. Is there anything about being vulnerable in here? I guess scatter and lot. Hang on, I'm gonna just cobble together something real quick. So awake. What would be awake here? This is a pink sunrise, right? I'm gonna go, you are awake. My. Here's the problem is that there's a my and there's an I. So which one would be my... Alright, so... let's go back to that. Heart, I mean... That seems pretty easy to me. Awake my heart is an A is much more difficult. Yeah, I don't think this is... I don't know if this is it. An apparition not of this world, but because of it working out of frame. Awake my heart is a fortress, in dreams I am vulnerable. This world, but because of it working out of frame. That's... Wait, what? An apparition not of this world, but because of it working out... That's 14. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up after this stream. I don't want to keep y'all, anyone who's watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Next stream of Celeste will be my last stream of Celeste, where I attempt to beat Farewell, which I believe is a level that was added later, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm gonna take some time to look through the stats and say, until next time, Luiginoids. Look at that, we spent less than 1,000 deaths total on all the seasides.